Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Ash. This is the Untitled Goblin game. I do actually have a title for the folder. I think it's like Glitzy Gobbo's Gobby Adventure or something like that. Don't worry about it. So I have myself my templated project, 150 by 150. When we last left, we were looking at these mushroom houses. I think the particle effects were going to give us grief because of the amount of particle that's going to be all over the map, because of the size of the map. So really fast, we're just going to look at that particle effect and remove it. And to do that, we're going to go to the settings really quick. We're going to go to the cold wind environmental effect, click none, hit OK, save our file and playtest again. Before I do that, I need to go into the edit game data and I need to go to the settings and the camera. We're going to do free movement, FPS style. I cannot stand doing it any other way. If we're going to be doing a first-person camera, we'll go ahead and click test play with the middle mouse button, bypass the title screen, hit B to go into first-person mode, and looks like there's no slowdown at all now. We are free to strafe around to our heart's content. Do you believe this game should be third-person camera, first-person camera, or should it be a mix of the two? I don't know. That's something I would ask you guys. So I will place a model here and I will make another event. We'll just copy and paste that event here. And we're going to go into the settings. And this is going to be the question list. Okay. And we're going to get into some fun things. We're going to be importing some really cool stuff. You'll see. And I think you're really going to like what we have here. And this is going to be the answered questions list. So it's very close to being the to-do list, but it's not the to-do list at all. When the question list is camera first, third, or switchable. What do you think it should be? Your opinion matters, kind viewer. First, third, or switchable. So, and then should there be JRPG combat? If so, I will put some serious thought into a combat system that makes sense. But for now, those are the questions. Okay, what do we have on our to-do list? I want to keep the mushroom house. We're going to keep that for like a lovely little mushroom grotto, mushroom suburb rather, in the town. So create a second map for underground. That'll be easy. We're just going to copy this map and paste it. It's called Start 2. Let's go into Start 2. Let's go ahead and select by elevation. And we're going to make lower to 0. Select that elevation, lower to 0. Select that elevation, lower to 0. Select that elevation, lower it to 0. And finally, select the outermost elevation. We get a little bit of visual glitches here in the editor. They're not going to be bad. They're not bad. They're fine. They're not really going to bother us. Looks like we have some water. That's outside the bounds of the map. It doesn't matter. And this is going to be underground, right? So we're going to go ahead and terraform this, lower it all. We're not going to have any sort of... Yeah, I could have done that faster just by doing a new map instead of copying an old one. Oh my gosh. Yeah, probably could have done that actually, but it's okay. It's fine. It's not going to hurt anything. Do it that way. Did we just freeze? What did we do? Okay. Lower that to 0. There we go. Got rid of our 3D models there. And we don't want these events. We're going to delete them or those objects. We are going to control click that. Get out of here. Get out of here. Terrain. Control click the terrain. Control. What are you doing? Is it not? Is it alt? Okay. And then we control. Oh God. No. We do not want that. We do not want that. Alt click that and then nope, we don't want that either. Alt click that and then click that. There we go. It's alt. It's alt. I keep forgetting. It's not control. It's alt. Anyway, select that by elevation. Lower it, please. And then bring that block down. We have successfully made our underground map. It's not much of a map yet. I still need to select the walls and bring them up and get myself a nicer skybox, but we will do that. I will go ahead and do that now. We're going to rectangle select. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to select by elevation, the entire thing, and I'll bring it up. Let's go 10 squares. 1, and we're waiting. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. That's all I wanted to do. We're going to go to the rectangle select now, and we're just going to select wall, just the wall, and we're going to raise it up 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. About 10 in height. No matter where you are on this map, you should be able to see that this is a very high wall and you are way underground. I don't know yet though. We'll see. I just want to box this in for my own convenience right now. So this is very bare bones. It doesn't even matter that I'm doing it because we're going to be having terrain and stuff pop in as we get closer, because SGB's draw distance is kind of like you can't see very far. So it's when you get further closer to the object or wall, in this case, you will stop seeing just blank void and you will start seeing the walls and stuff pop in. Well, pop in is very immersion killing, so we don't want to really give it the opportunity to do a lot of pop in. So we want to make the underground section of all of this. We're going to look at Rossy's list of desires posted on BlueSky as far as this project is concerned, but not this project in particular, but this project is based on those requests to the universe. So the idea here is we'll make it in accordance to whatever Rossy would kind of like to see. That's my challenge. There we go. But now it's all enclosed, and I should like to have a different tile. I don't really want to have this tile for our underground. So we're going to go ahead and click one of these. Let's say dirt. I kind of like the dirt tile. I like dirt 1 more than dirt 2, but I also like dirt 2. So we'll use both probably, but for now, I'll go ahead and just fill it in. There we go. Easy. We now have underground. Let's save our file. Let's update our to-do list. And let's change this too, because I'm tired of seeing that. Kind of tired of seeing that. Kind of tired of seeing. I don't know yet. Not that one. Do this one? Nah, that looks good. That looks good. All right. Switch to that. Update our to-do list. We did what? We created the second map for underground. Got that out of there. Go to our event sheet. This is session 3. Okay. And the number of notes here does not indicate how many sessions there will be. I just set myself up for several more sessions, that's all. Import nature assets. Let's go do that. Let's go import some cool assets. So we got the mushroom houses. These were, I failed to really mention this or talk about this in the last episode. When Smile Game Builder was really going through its popularity phase, these are in the days before RPG developer Bakken came along. Why that's relevant, I'll discuss that here in a minute. There was one artist, one 3D modeler named Jackson Mayra, and he's still around. He's still doing work for Smile Boom as a third-party contractor. And he was making nonstop model after model after model, doing themed packs, doing all kinds of cool stuff with his models, having all of these. We got to get rid of these heroes, by the way. We got to get rid of these heroes and these people. We don't want these heroes and these people because they look funky. But I'll probably try to keep some of them, yeah? I'll probably try to keep some of them, but I don't know yet. I think we're going to get rid of a lot of them. We're definitely going to get rid of the type Bs. I don't want the type Bs for this project. Okay. Anyways, and he sold these in themed packages on itch.io and on his website. And so I have a lot of them. I have everything that he ever made. If it was released, I have it, because I went on a collect-a-thon and I made sure to get everything because they're all made for SGB. They were made specifically for SGB. So we have all of these that I have unzipped ahead of time, and we're going to try importing all of this stuff, because not the industrial stuff, but everything else I think will go fantastically with this project. We got poles and signs, we've got gravestones, we've got cute house, we've got plants, flowers, treasure, underground tunnel, bridge, and fishing. So let us go for poles and signs and see what that adds. And this is our resource archive. What do we have? What do we have? Johnny, tell us what we've won. It's a nice pole. It's a really nice pole. And we have Town A, Town B. We have all of these things that we could very likely change pretty easily. Okay, we'll keep that. We'll keep that. I like them. Let us add more gravestones. Yep. I mean, it's straight to the point. What is that? That is a 1. That is a 1. It's hard to see, but it's a 1. That's a 2. Looks like, oh wow, that's pretty cool. We've got just all different types and styles of headstone Got some really cool headstones. Cool. And then we've got numbers for some reason, 1 through 7. I don't know why. I don't know why we have those. Go ahead and add our next category. 9 objects called cute house. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Yes, yes. I love those. They remind me of Skyrim. Don't they remind you of Skyrim? Got these nice little awnings. Isn't that nice? Veranda. By the way, Jackson Mara is, South American. I'm not remembering from exactly where. But you'll notice that the names are in Portuguese, so probably Brazilian. That would make sense, wouldn't it, Ash? Let's go to the next one. Plants. Plants are very important. A nice big variety of plants. We have fruits, we have trees, small, medium, large. We have different plant here, small, medium, and large. And the fruits here will be designed to be placed on those trees, the small, medium, or large accordingly. So they'll make sense in context. Let's continue to add more. Let's go ahead and grab the flowers. 16 flower objects. What do we have? We've got simple flower, small, medium, large, a couple different styles. Literally though, just an A and a B. Let's add more. Treasure. I need the textura dungeon. Oh, I did this the other day. I tried to get these treasure things in here, but I'm missing a texture file and I'm not 100% sure where the file is. So it's going to be interesting trying to figure that out. Let's remove the treasure chest resources because I'm sure that I do have it somewhere. Let's do underground dungeon. Why'd I say underground dungeon? Underground tunnel. Excuse me. We have bloco. It's literally like a metal tunnel. I think I knew this. By the way, it looks weird here, and I know why, and I'm happy to explain why that is. We're looking at a phenomenon in 3D modeling known as backface culling. You can see one side of this model, but it's not really just as simple as seeing a 3D object in real life. What we're really looking at here is an invisible skeleton of sorts that is wearing the skin or a texture. And the texture can be applied a couple of different ways. But one of the ways that you can apply the texture is to make it only visible on one side. So you might ask, why is that useful? It can be useful because if it's visible on both sides, your engine is rendering graphics on your screen that you cannot see. So what ends up happening is more processing power. As video game engines get access to more storage and more RAM, their developers kind of rely on using this stuff for ease of access and ease of development. And they stop using techniques like backface culling because they no longer see a need to optimize their games. Well, optimization is still a very important thing for the player. So when you are developing, please practice optimization as best as you can and learn as much as you can about it. But the backface culling that we see here seems to be happening on the wrong side of the face, and it's allowing us to see through the model. Unless we're on the outside of the model, it's still really hard to see. But rest assured, it's an editor, actually an object viewer thing. It's not an editor feature. So that's going to go away as soon as we get that in the editor. But it's the underground tunnel. And now see, we can see the whole thing. Whoops. Where'd we go? There we are. We can see the whole thing. We can't see where it's opened up because this particular tunnel piece is a cross section. It's supposed to look that way. But like this one, and this one, we can steadily build our own awesome tunnel system. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? I think that's really cool. Whoops, we don't want that. We're gonna put it right here. I think that is extremely cool. So it's not gonna have any sort of collision as it is by default. But that's fine because I'm going to give it collision where it needs it. But I want to know, do you think that this should be added into the game? It's a bit of a strange aesthetic, maybe. I don't know if you think that it would be an appropriate aesthetic, but if you think it would be fine, then we'll use it. What do we got here? Oh, that's like a, yeah. We're going to lower that down, which we're not allowed to do. Terrain, please. Terrain selection, please. Lower down. Put that back. It's going to go here. Okay, that didn't really work the way I wanted it to. Lower, raise that back up. Thank you. Lower this down. I really want to show you what this looks like when you use it properly. So like you are going to be a slope. Okay, we're not worried about anybody actually seeing the slope. That's fine because it's not visible. And then you are going to be down. You're going to be down. Dras Ray. also has a number of these assets available, and I think I've got all of them. But Drasray is also very talented modular builder and has made a bunch of assets for Smile Game Builder / RPG developer Bakin as well. So that's really cool because Drasray is working on like one of the most impressive, I'm going to say, games that you can work on in Smile Game Builder. I need to know what this looks like, and then you can make an informed decision if you think that this should be included in the game. We'll go ahead and skip the title screen, hit B to go into first person. This isn't going to have collisions because I haven't added collision, so I'm going to be able to walk in and out of the tunnels through the walls easily, but more or less it will look like this. We're in the tunnels, we're in the tunnel, we're in the tunnel. I didn't put a thing there to block how that looks. So it looks like the tunnel terminates accidentally, but I think it does look like it was built that way on purpose, so I think it's fine. We can go down that way or we can go this way. I've never seen these tunnels used, by the way, in any Smile Game Builder game. I haven't seen Jackson's assets really utilized in any Smile Game Builder game, which is a damn shame because they're really awesome. That was a lot of fun to go in there and look at that stuff. I'm going to keep them in the in the resources, but that was a lot of fun to build too. That was really fulfilling. Okay, next up, select by elevation, get rid of that. It never existed. Let's continue to add some assets. Shouldn't have a whole lot more left on my list. Graphics system error has occurred. That's fine. Underground tunnel, the bridge and fishing. So we're going to add the bridge. It added 4 objects. What does the bridge look like? The bridge looks like Borda Pedras Ponte. It looks pretty cool. I'm going to show you. Other objects can be placed on this object. No, I'm not going to check that one. Yes. Okay. And do I don't think I really care about the collision just yet. Do I? Yeah, because I want to be able to walk on the dang bridge. So, okay, I'm going to show you what I'm doing real quick with the collision screen. Again, just one of the coolest things about SGB is how easy they made it to add collision to stuff. It's not super extensive. It's not very powerful, but it's super simple. It does not get simpler than this. We go ahead and click elevation 2. We go ahead and just click in each of these squares, and now we have an elevation of 2. It's easy. We can go ahead and add underpass to all of it. We could have clicked that first, but you can add underpass to individual tiles if you want. You don't have to have it everywhere. Then I think I didn't put it in the middle either, did I? I hope I did. Let's do a no elevation just so I can see the middle. I did. I definitely did. We're going to do a no elevation there and a no elevation there. We don't want the elevation to extend beyond the border of the model itself. It looks like it would allow it to do that, and so we don't want that. And now we will be done with that. I don't think we need anything else. Oh yeah, we actually want this too. We want to put there and there. We might not want that, but I want to show you what this bridge looks like. So we're going to see if we actually want the bridge. So underground tunnel, gravestones, pole signs, plants, flowers, mushroom, food and drink, cute house. Where are you? 32, bridge. 32, bridge. We have the one thingies here. Just switch those around real quick. Pop. There we go. Now we're going to move them because they're in the wrong place. They're probably still going to be in the wrong place. The actual bridge itself. Okay. Looks great. Looks fantastic. Another set of these, but in the right place this time. And then we have the wall on either side of the bridge. If we want it, we don't have to have the walls like that, but we can if we wish. So if I want to go ahead and make like an extra long one, I know I allowed underpass for under the bridge. I kind of made that a moot point. Well, what we can do is we can grab these tiles here, go down one. There we go. Let's actually do that for all of this as well. Go down one. Make this look a little bit better. Okay, I'm going to grab all these and move them over one. There we go. Now the actual structure is on the ground, making contact, and we'll fill these in, and we've got bridge system. Easy. Done, in fact. I'm going to go ahead and select these. I think I wasted a fair amount of time in the last session, or the session before actually, doing this, but I'm also trying to make sure that I like how these look. It's important to me. All right, so now we're going to go on the bridge. I love it. Whoa, I fell. I fell through the bridge. That is beyond interesting. I've never encountered that bug before. There should have been no way for me to do that. That might change things. Will it do it from the other side? It should do it from the other side too. I just fell right through. You're not supposed to be able to do that at all. Like, that is amazing. That is so interesting. Let's exit. Let's take a look and see what we got here. Through a combination of objects that you put down, you can actually have your person walk off ledges in SGB when that's not default engine behavior at all. That is worth looking into. That is worth looking into for sure. It's probably got to do with a combination of collisions. I'm going to keep that there because I want to look into that. That's very fascinating to me. But let's go ahead and go to our to-do list. Import rock. I didn't import any rocks. Do I have any rocks? Yeah, I definitely have rocks. What kind of rocks do I have here? I have rocks. I have rocks, right? I got rocks. I got rocks everywhere. I don't have any rocks. Fishing. Let's import our fishing stuff before we close out for the day. Whoops. Looking at some cool fantasy terrain stuff on Amazon. Fishing stuff. I want those fishing assets and I want to show you the fishing stuff. So for this one, we're going to select this group of blocks. We're going to go down one. We're going to go to terrain. We're going to go to not map. We're going to go to natural. We're going to grab the water and we're just going to fill it in here. I'm going to regret this, aren't I? Yep. Undo. 65,000 tiles of water. We're just going to draw them in. Okay. Now, isn't that cozy? Isn't that nice? Isn't that lovely? We just draw the tiles in. A lovely 64 pixel by 64, maybe 32, I don't remember, aesthetic. And let's go ahead and go back to add assets and maps, objects, add fishing. Added 15 objects there. Let's take a look at the fishing. Fishing. Number 33. If I leave and come back, it's not reorganized at all. Wow. Okay. We've got stuff. What do we have? We've got fishing stuff. Did I need to change all of this and make my own thing? No, I did not. And I'll show you why. Because the fishing models, why are you over there? Like way over there. Is it because of the fishing pole? No. Okay, we're gonna get to the bottom of this. Hold on a second. Just give me a second here. Make sure we're in rectangle select. Delete all the tiles we've played. I don't know if I'm gonna use this after all. Put this here. Okay. It's a little bed of rock. Whoops. Jeez. Okay. No problem. Then one that will cap that off. Another one that caps it off on the other side. Then some water, which, to be honest, that looks really good. But it's raised, so I need to lower it. So to lower it, I'm gonna rectangle select. Gonna grab just those. Lower it down one. Grab these, raise them back up. The selection's a little janky. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Now that's more natural. It's kind of what we want. The fishing imports might be worth it just for the little magical pools here that I can get. We got ourselves a little bridge we can put across. That's really nice. That's really cute. That's really, really cute, I think. And then we've got fish that we can put in. It's not a very animated fish. It is a very dead fish. Whoops, I don't want to do that. What are you doing? Rotate the fish. Oh man. Rotate the fish. I have to rotate the fish, then put this back down, put the fish back in, won't we? That doesn't look too bad, but I really don't like it. Like, it's just a dead fish in the water. There's no like animation. I don't know if the fish have animations. Let's convert it to an event and see. Let's convert you to an event real quick and see if you have an animation. You do not. You do not have any. You are moving, but you are moving very slowly, and you don't move on the map. You're moving in the preview. In other words, if I put a person right here and then I play, I'll be able to see it. All right, but these fishing poles though, for real, there we go. I don't like that at all. I do not like the positioning of the fish. Doesn't matter. Let's just play test and look at it. I think I'm going to keep this for the little pond and the little bridge, but I don't think I'm going to keep it for much else. And wouldn't you know it, his animation's not playing anyway. His animation's not playing. The dang fishing pole, it's not intended to be used that way, I know, but I don't like it. I don't want to have to fuss around to make the asset work. I should have looked at the pond and the bridge while I was here though. I didn't look at it. Let's do it again. Here's the one that I built by hand, and then here's Jackson's. It looks really nice. It looks really nice. Bridge needs its own collision, so I can step onto the bridge from where I'm at. I cannot believe this thing here made me drop down. One good thing about having a bunch of assets from Jackson, though, is that they're all very congruent visually. It's going to look very, very good together. So anyways, let's see what I got done on my list. Let's go ahead and grab our rectangle tool, and wipe all that out. And then we'll Alt-click U, and we'll draw this back in, and we'll bring it back up. And we were never here. We were never here. The bridge I'm going to keep because I want to replicate that bug, because if I can figure out why that bug happens, I could probably make some very interesting stuff by default without having to use any events. Having your character be able to jump off of the ends of ledges and stuff, even though it doesn't work the other way around, that would be really interesting. Okay, so I've imported nature assets. I've imported some nature assets, water, tunnel, plants, and I'm gonna clear that one off because like it counts. It's not quite what I expected. Okay, we got some cool assets imported. I'm going to figure out that bridge thing. That really threw me for a loop. One thing that I want to make sure you're aware of is that these corners, they're not going to stay square. I'm going to round everything off, and I think I'm going to do things just a little bit differently as far as, I might go ahead and do that now. Actually, I don't like the square corners at all, so I'm probably going to go ahead and do a select by elevation and bring you up. Select by elevation, bring you up, by elevation, bring you up, and then do a free select, and then do something a little more natural like this, which is what I should have done to begin with. And we will raise that up one just so we have a bit of, differentiation in elevation. That way I can do it again here, and we can lower that. Lower it 5 times, 3, 4, 5. Then we're going to do a select by elevation, grab this that we just did. We're going to lower it 1, 2, 1, 2. And I think we're good there. Yeah, well, it's a little more natural now. It's not so square shaped. I got to do the same thing for out here. I actually made this a little bit less. There's less differences in elevation. I think I took 3 things and made them into 2. But you know what? That's okay. And then here, I'm going to do this a little bit differently. We're going to go ahead and grab this corner. Whoops. Nope. Free select, please. Free select. We're going to go up. And then we're going to carefully do this. Then we'll go over to the side. And now we can increase the elevation to match that. And that looks so much more natural. Like, I shouldn't even have straight lines like this. So what I'm going to do is this, and then will you fill in automatically? You do. Okay, I thought you might. I wasn't sure though. What if I do this? Not really. What if I do, well, let's do this. Let's do this, okay? And then I will do this. Yeah, I like that so much more than what I had going on. That's so much better. You can kind of like be sporadic. You could do like, woo, whoa. That didn't work out well. I forgot, first of all, I forgot about this limitation. Bop, bop, bop. Then we can go here. I don't know if that's not really gonna do what I want to do. I kind of borked myself there. Pop, pop, pop. But it's okay. Then you just, whoa. Don't know where that came from. Yeah, okay, there's some glitches still. It's not a perfect engine by any means, but I mean, it does its best. Okay, and then I can just wiggle line here, kind of sporadic. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to grab that edge. When I wiggle line the other way, it's a lot more violent. But when I go from left to right, it's more natural. Okay, and then right here, I can grab this corner and I can do this, bring it up, very natural. We'll just leave that one flat. That looks so much better already. It doesn't look perfect, but it looks way better than it was before. Our ringed city will come together in this environment. This isn't going to be here. I have a bug to figure out as far as this goes, but do not worry, for it will be solved. Not a bug, maybe a feature, because this isn't going to get bug updates anymore, I don't think. But anyway, that's going to be the end of the episode for now. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something, because I really endeavored to try to teach as much stuff as possible while I was devlogging. I don't know why I do that. I just did. And I'll see you in the next one. Answer the questions that I put in the question thingy. Until next time, have a great rest of your day. Bye for now.